Alright, so I know the other day I said I would do a billet bridge fill to kind of show some guys how to do that. So what you need, first off, is you need your billet bridge, which is these two parts. Then you need one of these non-nautilus aspire coils. I'm using the BVCs. Your tank and your billet and the little screw attachment thing. And juice. I'm going to be putting this in it, the J Vapors Temptation. It's 50/50. That's just what I'm using today. Sometimes I'll go up to, higher VG and all that. Alright, anyways, let me move the camera so we can get a better angle to show you what I'm going to be working with. There we go. So, here we have the BVC head, and this little ring here, you just screw that onto the bottom of the head. Let me move this out of the way. Oops, come here. Now here's the trick to really get mine to wick real well. Is you can't really see that. Let me try to get the. There we go. Light out of the way. Is what I'm going to be doing. Is I'm going to be flooding the head. And yes, I do mean flooding. Some people will say, "Oh, don't do that. That's silly." But it seems to work the best for me. So I'm just putting drops of e-liquid right directly down this hole here. And I'm going to wait for it to overflow. I don't want to hold it over the computer for, obvious reasons. Get it all in my laptop keys, and that would be no good. But I'm just going to put a whole bunch in here until I see it start leaking out on the table underneath. Now you might ask, won't that cause gurgling? No, I'll show you how to deal with that problem in a little bit. There we go. It has started to leak, so I'll put 2 more in there for good luck. We just need some paper towels. Put that one there. Kind of wipe off the outside a little bit so I can get a better grip on it. Now, what I like to do for this part is put the bridge, the big part in, and you see how the top of this one has that really deep recess versus that which has the little machined in groove. You want that groove to go in from the top, and this is the bottom, top, bottom. So then I just push that almost all the way in, then go in from the bottom. Line that up and get it to seat. Where did I put that? Now remember how I said we'll deal with the gurgling? I'm going to put my billet adapter tip on there. Take some paper towel, put it underneath. Just blow out all the extra, and that's it. But now it is primed, and it won't gurgle on you. So the next step here is to put it into your billet box. Okay. Now, as you can see, the billet tips I make, you don't have to pull them out of that brass thing to get it to sit down in there. That's that. Now this is not the correct way to be doing this part, but it's all I've got, so that's what I'm doing. You should be using a plastic, needle tip bottle, but I don't have any, so I'm using a syringe to fill it up. If you have a boro tank, you'd be doing this a bit differently. I don't have one, so I'm doing it the good old way. Now, what I like to do here is you just you take the needle like this way, and then kind of angle it so it doesn't tear up that rubber ball in there. Because that is the problem with using a syringe. You can really shred that little piece of rubber in there. And that would be no good. Now, the last step is you just push down on this with your thumb pretty hard. Just give it 2 or 3 little primer squishes, and that should be it. So let me readjust my camera there. Put this back on. I like to wait about a minute, even with the primer puffs, but as you can see, there's no gurgling, and it's vaping good right off the bat, just like that. And that's how I fill my bridge.